Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at foreign films in my Blu Ray collection. Now, a lot of people tend to lump foreign films into an art house category, which they certainly can be, but in my collection I like those that are action movies, that are martial arts, maybe a few dramas here and there, some sci-fi, anime-based movies. There's actually a surprising amount of good action-oriented films if you're interested in foreign films. And if you don't like reading subtitles, just try and give it a try. There are lots of good films out there, and I hate for someone to miss out just because they don't like reading subtitles. You'll miss out on some good movies. First one is A Company Man. This one's a South Korean film about a gentleman who is posing as a corporate office worker, but his corporate office really is the base of operations for an assassination firm. He's an assassin for hire. Very good action film, lots of especially the finale, just an explosive shootout. South Koreans know how to put together an action movie, and they did with this one. The next one is the Shaw Brothers, All Men Are Brothers. I like the Shaw Brothers. They've always done classic sword, I don't know if you call it martial arts, but swordplay movies. This has an English dub to it. The Company Man, as most of these do, are subtitled, but this one does have an English dub to it. So this one you don't have to worry about reading it. But Shaw Brothers put together a lot of good movies, and I like this one. This is one of them. I do not have all the Shaw Brothers movies. I just picked out a few that I liked, and I like All Men Are Brothers. Give it a shot. The next we have is a two-parter. This is Attack on Titan Part 1 and Part 2. This is the Japanese movie version of the anime Attack on Titan. And, you know, it's pretty good. Movies based on animes tend to, sometimes they can be lacking, but I think they did a good job with this one. I like it. I like the anime. I think there's room to like both of them. So if you like the anime and you didn't know that the movie existed, you might want to check them out. This next one is Battle for Incheon, Operation Chromite. This surprised me. It honestly, it's kind of a lower budget Korean movie about the Battle for Incheon, as it says. They even hired Liam Neeson to play General Douglas MacArthur in here. But you know what? I enjoyed it. It actually had some good battle scenes. There are some limitations given the budget, but I actually enjoyed this one. So if you like well, this isn't World War II movie. This is a Korean War movie. If you like war movies, give this one a try. Next one is another Shaw Brothers movie. This one is The Brothers 5. Another fun film from the Shaw Brothers, the Swordmasters series. Lots of fighting, lots of action. Again, this one's got English subtitles in it, though, so you're going to have to read. And again, most of these you're going to have to read, so that's just something you're going to have to deal with. Next up, Chocolate. This is from the director of Ong Bak and The Protector. I can't remember the name of the actress who does this, but this is actually an outstanding martial arts film. The girl is basically a special needs girl who manages to copy and mimic martial arts that she's seen and actually do them for real. And the plot is very simple. She's trying to get money that is owed to her mother for her cancer treatments, and she has to use her martial arts skills to fight various bad guys who are in the way and causing her problems. There's another good fight scene where the bad guys have a special needs child of their own who has kind of a bizarre fighting style, and it was really interesting because she had to change her fighting style to match his, but because she could watch him do it, she was able to do it. Very well done. The director wanted to make something that would honor special needs children. He dedicated this film to special needs children everywhere, and very well done. The cover does not give you any indication about what a great martial arts movie this is. So if you love martial arts, boy, give this one a shot. Next, we have another Shaw Brothers movie. This is The Deadly Duo from their Kung Fu collection. Again, nice, action-packed, lots of swordplay and fighting, all courtesy of the Shaw Brothers. If you've never watched a Shaw Brothers film, boy, give them a try. If you like martial arts movies, if you like Asian battle films, basically, you've got to try the Shaw Brothers. They're fantastic. Next is Downfall. This is about Hitler's last days in the bunker in World War II in Germany. It stars Bruno Ganz, who does an outstanding job as Adolf Hitler. He's actually scarily real as Hitler. All about what went down during his final days as the German nation awaited its downfall. Very interesting movie, very well done. I can't say how exactly historically accurate it is, but it seems pretty accurate as far as I can tell. If you like World War II movies, you've got to check this one out. It's worth, again, reading the subtitles to watch this. I highly recommend it. It's easy to get. All of these I think are easy to get for the most part. So give this one a shot. Next one, this is called The Elite Squad. This is about BOPE, B-O-P-E. It's the Special Forces police unit that goes into the slum areas of Rio de Janeiro and takes on the criminal gangs that exist there. And this is about one of the BOPE commanders trying to deal with the problems in the slums and the problem of trying to find a replacement member for the Special Forces team, which is difficult because of all the corruption in the police force. So it's interesting to see how different a police force operates in a country that is not my own, and some of the problems that they have to deal with. Lots of action. I don't know if I'd call it a fun film because it's very dramatic. It's some pretty heavy stuff, but if you like a good police action movie, this is one you got to try. Next we have Andy Lau in The Firestorm. This is a Hong Kong cinema movie. Hong Kong is very famous for their cinema, and this is a good one. Again, this is a good action film. Andy Lau stars in this. Lots of gunplay, fighting, car chase, action sequences. I can't recommend this one enough, so give this one a try too. Here's a classic. Jet Li, Fist of Legend. Jet Li has managed to put together some awesome fight scenes in here. I love Bruce Lee. I love Jackie Chan. I think Jet Li tends to sometimes get a little forgotten, but this is a classic film of Jet Li's. It's some of his martial arts in here is just outstanding. If you're a martial arts fan, you have got to have this in your collection, and if you haven't seen it, gotta watch it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just do it. Here we have another Shaw Brothers movie, The Five Element Ninjas. This is in the Kung Fu collection. I liked it because, hey, who doesn't love ninjas, right? This is just so off the wall and outrageous with the different ninjas and the type of things they can do. Just crazy stuff. Lots of fun. Here we have another two-part movie collection. This is Gantz. This is a Japanese movie collection based on the anime of the same name. Now, I've seen the anime and I've watched this, and I'll be honest, this is toned down a lot from the anime. Any of you who've seen the anime, you know what I'm talking about. This is more watchable for a general audience. Now, that may mean you don't like it as much if you're a big fan of the anime and you wanted an exact replication of the anime on film. It doesn't quite do that, but actually I like that because then you can watch it and kind of not be worried about who you're watching it with. The anime Gantz could be pretty rough at times, and this one is not. So I enjoyed it. It's different from the anime, but I enjoyed it for its own differences, and I think it has its place as a movie. So if you are a Gantz fan, give it a chance. If you're not a Gantz fan, try it. If you've never watched it, it is a good science fiction action movie. Again, it's part 1 and part 2, so you got to see both. Next, I have Godzilla, 1984. This is not part of the Showa era. This is the return of Godzilla. It's the first time in North America it's been released. It's uncut, uncensored. I really like this one. I've got the Showa era in my Criterion collection, and I just wanted to get a copy of this one because I remember when it came out, and I was excited. I was a teenager, and I'd been watching Godzilla growing up, and to me at the time, this was a new one, and it was just something that I wanted to see, and I was so pleased that they'd come out with a new Godzilla movie. So this is just memories for me. Next we have a John Woo action film, Hard Boiled. This is Chow Yun-fat. He is some kind of gunslinger in this movie. This has a lot of gunfights in it. This is a tremendous action movie. If you've never seen it and you like action movies with lots of gunplay, you've got to do it. John Woo almost turns gunplay into a ballet almost. It's like a ballet of violence. Uh, just just try it. Give it a shot. Don't let it. The fact that it's a foreign film let it stop you. If you're an action fan, you need to have this in your library or watch it. Next, we have the Man Trilogy. All three films are in this steel book that I found. Stars Donnie Yen, and Man is the man who was the martial arts master that is famous for training Bruce Lee. This is all about him and his life, his story. I also have Man 4. Man 4 just came out, so it's a brand new Blu Ray. If you've seen the Man Trilogy, then you'll want to see Man 4. If you haven't seen them, watch it. Donnie Yen is just incredible. I don't think Donnie Yen gets enough credit for his martial arts expertise. He's fantastic. These are all four good movies. Next we have Killzone. This is Killzone II. This is with Tony Jaa. It's just another great martial arts film. Lots of fighting, Hong Kong action. I don't have Killzone 1 because honestly, I didn't like it as much. I like Killzone 2 a lot better, so I have Killzone 2 in my collection, but I do not have Killzone 1. I'm just a big Tony Jaa fan, and had to get this one. Next is another two-part movie. This is Library Wars, Parts 1 and Part 2. This is another couple movies that are based on the anime Library Wars. It's about, in I guess a future Japan, I think, that books are heavily censored or banned depending on what they are, and the libraries are basically keeping the reading flame alive. And it's gotten so bad that libraries have had to form their own police units, special forces units to protect the libraries, because the government is sending their own special forces unit to close them down, to take and destroy all their books. It's kind of a weird topic or idea for a story. I'm not sure that it really works because it's such an odd thing, but if you just kind of sit back and just go with it, that okay, the government is sending troops out to the libraries have set up troops of their own to protect the libraries, and battle ensues. That's kind of how you have to take it, and just go with it. This has a lot of similarities to the anime. I was surprised, especially the first one. But just try it. You got to give it a shot, especially if you like the Library War anime. Next, we have a French film. I don't know how to pronounce the French title, but in English it is called The Nest. And what this is I don't know anything about the actors, directors, or anything, but whoever made this film decided that they were going to do a modern retelling of John Carpenter's famous film Assault on Precinct 13. And boy, this is a doozy. They really did a good job. I tended to think of French films as more art house, but this is just a slam bam action film. The setup is basically the same as Assault on Precinct 13. The only differences are the police have a high value prisoners they're transporting, and they end up having to take refuge in a warehouse because they get attacked. And in the warehouse are some criminals that are trying to rob it, but now they're all under siege in this warehouse and have to work together because the minions of their high value prisoner are attacking and are trying to kill everybody to get the prisoner out and rescued. So the police and the robbers have to concentrate their efforts together to survive the night. And if you watch the film, there are some nods, just little Easter eggs here and there. Someone was humming a tune that was taken from Assault on Precinct 13. There was another scene that I recognize as, hey, that came out of Precinct 13. They did a fantastic job. So if you're a fan of John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13, if you can get a copy of this, and honestly, I don't remember how I got a copy of it. I imported it, obviously, but it's been so long I don't remember how I got it. If you happen to see this like on a streaming channel, or maybe you come across it on eBay or Amazon or something like that, and you're an action fan, I give it my highest recommendation. I really do. This is a lot of fun, especially if you like John Carpenter's movie. Well, this is James Clavell's Shogun. I'm not exactly sure how this got in my foreign collection, because this is a TV show, and this has obviously been misplaced in my collection. But here you have it. It's James Clavell's Shogun. It's a great miniseries based on his book, starring Richard Chamberlain. I enjoyed it. It's not a foreign film. It's an American miniseries, but this got stuck in my collection somehow. So watch this one if you like films about ancient Japan. It's a good one. Give it a shot. Here's another action movie. This is called No Tears for the Dead. This is a South Korean movie, and it also is just full of just awesome fight scenes, gunplay, everything. It gets a little melodramatic because I think the South Koreans like some melodrama in their movies, but if you can get past some of the melodramatic scenes, the action scenes alone are worth it. Here we have another Tony Jaa movie. This is The Protector 2. I could have gotten The Protector 1, but honestly, I enjoyed The Protector 2 better. So as far as having something in my collection of Tony Jaa's, I actually preferred this one. Maybe some of you might think that's blasphemous because I don't have the first one, but that's just the way it is. I preferred the second one, and that's the one I wanted to keep a copy of. Here's a good one. This is one I'm sure that a lot of people have probably seen already, but it's still a classic. This is The Raid. My gosh, once this starts, this doesn't let up. It's fighting, it's martial arts, it's gunfights, it's everything from the moment it begins to the end of the movie. I can't say enough about this one. If you like action movies, you have got to see this. It's The Raid Redemption. They did make a sequel. I can't remember the title of it, but I did not like the sequel. It didn't do a thing for me. It wasn't anything like this one. I don't have it. I don't want it. So, but I love this one. Don't don't be afraid to try it if you haven't tried it. It's really intense. It really is. This one is called 71 Into the Fire. This is about a South Korean group of students that take the fight to the North Koreans when they North Koreans invade the area where their school is in. Lots of great battle scenes in here. I'm not sure how accurate it is to the history, but when I watch the extras, it does indicate that there were these students there and they were fighting the invading North Koreans. So I'm sure they took some cinematic liberties and dramatic licenses into play when they made the movie. But if you like war films, this is outstanding. And I don't think many people have heard of it, but this is what this is. South Korean War movie, 71 Into the Fire. Here's another good one. This is The Sniper. It's a Hong Kong movie about a Hong Kong police unit sniper team and some of the problems that they have to deal with when one of their own goes rogue and starts taking people out. And so you've got sniper versus sniper battles in here. And again, another good action movie. If you like Hong Kong cinema, give this one a try if you've never heard of it. The Sniper. Here's Donnie Yen again. This one is Special ID. A lot of good martial arts in here. As I said before, Donnie is spectacular. Don't be afraid to give this one a try. I don't know if this one is as well known as some of his other stuff, but it's just fun. I enjoyed it. Special ID. It's, if I remember correctly, it had some humor to it as well. So if I remember, it's been a long time since I've seen it. Next one is Space Battleship Yumoto. This is based on the anime of the same name. I'm not sure how many people like this. This is a Japanese film, and I enjoyed it. I haven't watched a lot of Space Battleship Yumoto, so I kind of went in kind of cold, kind of not having seen much in the way of the series. So I watched the movie essentially cold, not having seen anything. So as a standalone movie, I liked it. I do want to go and see the series. It made me want to investigate the series more, and I'm gonna do that. But as a standalone movie, if you've never seen it, it's a lot of fun actually. And you know what? I love that cover art. I've always loved the battleship, the space battleship. I've seen models of it, and it is just really cool. So, darn it, it's just worth it for the cover art alone. Here we have 13 Assassins. This is just knockdown, drag out, incredible sword fights. This is a samurai sword fighting movie. It's kind of like, now I can't, the Seven Samurai. It's kind of like that, where you've got samurai being hired to protect a village. There is a young nobleman who is traveling with his entourage, and the young nobleman is just very savage and cruel in how he deals with people along the way. And these 13 assassins are engaged to fight this nobleman. And I am telling you, the fight scenes are just amazing. The clash of swords, the swordsmanship. It is a bloody affair because obviously with fighting with swords, people are getting sliced, cut, limbs rendered, heads lopped off. This one is really not for the kiddies. But by gosh, if you like swordsmanship, you like a lot of sword fighting, I can't recommend this highly enough. This is just amazing. My jaw dropped when I watched this. And last but not least is Veteran. This is another South Korean action movie. It's a modern police action movie. It's honestly, it's nothing really spectacular, but I found it fun. It was a fun watch. It nothing to really write home about. Why do I have it in my collection? I guess just because when I watched it, I actually enjoyed it and I wanted to watch it again. So that's why I got a copy of it, because I always feel like if there's a movie that I enjoyed and I want to watch it again, it deserves a place in my collection. So if you like police movies, police action movies, try The Veteran. So that's it. That's all my foreign films. I hope you've enjoyed sharing a look at them with me. As I said, foreign movies do have their place. I didn't used to have any interest in them, but once I got older and I realized, hey, there's a lot of good action and sci-fi and martial arts movies out there that are available to us now, especially in this era of Blu Rays, and I'm sure a lot of this stuff is available streaming as well. This content is quite amazing and can be a lot of fun. It's not all art house cinema that certainly has its own place, but I don't like that stuff. So don't discount foreign films, is what I'm saying. I think if you like action movies, this is a good example of what is out there. So I appreciate you joining me. I'll see you again, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.